Now, you know how we always kick it off. There are two gamers waiting to race around the track. It's fast and furious action. It's intense, and it's Burnout 2 Point of Impact. Let's go! Let's go! Quickly, Dal. Today's face-off, and today we have got a celebration of speed because we have got some serious dodging traffic action with Burnout 2 Point of Impact on the PlayStation 2. And of course, we have two gamers in Gamezville today here to settle a score. Our first gamer is Tony. Tony, welcome to Gamezville. How you doing, mate?
I'm alright.
Yeah? So I mean,
yeah.
So you two have got a grudge. I mean, how do you know this guy, Jack?
It's from school, really.
Yeah?
And he come around my house one day and I deliberately told him not to feed my dog.
Right.
And he had a dodgy belly.
Yeah.
He come around my house, fed the dog chocolates.
Ah.
It was sick all over the carpet and I had to clear it up.
Oh! No way. So you've come here you've basically come here to burn him out for that, right?
Burn him out.
Burn him out, we love it.
Jack, welcome to Gamezville, mate.
Right.
Now, I mean, what is that all about? His dog was vomiting on the carpet, he had to clean it up, you gave it chocolates, I mean...
Yeah,
was you sorry afterwards, or did you sort of have a little snigger on the way home?
Yeah.
Yeah? I like it. And you're not going to let him get his revenge here on Gamezville, are you?
I'm going to beat him.
You're going to beat him? Now, briefly, mate, how are your driving skills?
I'm really good at driving games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you ready for this one? Dal, are you ready for this, mate?
Oh, Jay,
Because you look like you're ready for a driving game.
Well, you know, I'm in my driving outfit today. I'm ready to go, mate. Now, Burnout 2 Point of Impact really is a very intense game. It's not for the faint of heart. So if you've got a heart condition, look away now. For those of you that love speed, take a look at this.
Burnout 2 did what most sequels try to do but fail. It made a great game even better. Ever since the original Burnout hit the shelves, the game's been one of the most popular arcade drivers ever on all three consoles. Not only do you have to contend with other racers, there's also traffic to dice with too. Make sure you strap in nice and tight. This could be serious carnage.
Right, do you know what? We're all pumped up and ready to go. We're ready to burn some rubber. But first of all, let me go through some rules. Now, face-offs are divided into 3 rounds throughout the show. And the best of 3 wins the face-off. Each round is going to be 2 minutes long. And basically, whoever's ahead at the end of 2 minutes is going to be the round winner. Now, to keep our time, we've got a GT member, none less than Matt from the G team there. And I've heard he's pretty dangerous with a stopwatch. So he'll be timekeeping for us. Now, guys, get your pads in your hands because I don't want any excuses, people saying they weren't ready. You ready, Dal?
Always ready, Jay.
Are we ready, guys? Yeah! Well, let's get this on. It's 3, 2, 1. Let the games begin!
Right, we've got Tony who's on the bottom screen and we've got Jack who's on the top screen. And this is Burnout 2 Point of Impact.
Now, you know, a lot of you might be used to driving games, keeping it smooth, keeping it nice and clean, and not being very dangerous. Well, this is not the game for you.
This is not the game.
It's all about taking risks.
That's right. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see a gauge and it has a boost bar on it. When that boost bar is full, that basically allows you to boost your way into more speed.
And so, how do you actually fill up that bar, Darren?
Well, Jay, you fill up that bar with various moves. You can drive dangerously, skim cars, or you can slide and power slide around corners, and that too will fill up your boost bar.
Nice one. And I mean, that really is essential because if the guy's going at normal speed and you put your boost on, you are going to fly past him.
Absolutely. And Tony is doing very, very well at the moment. He's currently ahead. Concentrate, Tony. Very intense concentration needed.
Tony's actually in third position. Now, we've got our 2 gamers on the track and we've also got 2 computer-controlled cars.
That's
but
right.
we're only worrying about our gamers today.
We are only worried about our gamers.
He's beating everyone.
Tony is in first position at the moment and looking very, very good for a first-round victory.
It's crazy here.
Tony's still in first position on the bottom screen.
Can we get a time check?
We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a winner in round 1.
Do you know what? Over here, mate. That's right. I thought you were going to lose as well. But you pulled it out the bag very well indeed. How'd you do that?
Yeah, I know I'd win.
Yeah? So, I mean, what was your secret? Because, you know, your mate was doing pretty well.
Well, I dodged between all the vehicles and used a boost right at the end.
Use your
Take
boost?
them over.
Told you the boost was all important, and do you know what? It just gave him round 1. Well done, mate. Good gaming.
Ooh, well, Tony, what can I say, mate? You led for the whole of the race, lost it a little bit at the end there, but I want to see a better round from you in round 2 and 3, my friend. It's not over by a long shot.
Never.
But right now, let's start with our first review. Right, we are back on track in the console kitchen, and I mean that literally, because we are playing Sega GT Online on the Xbox. Now, this game boasts online features that allows you to play against any player in the world. Now, how does that sound? It sounds great to me. If it sounds great to you, then have a look at this.
Xbox driving games. They're like buses. You wait for a good one for ages, then 2 come along at once. After the excellent, if slightly limited, Group S Challenge, with its great single-player game, we now have the multiplayer thrills of Sega GT Online. It's the 3rd in a series that started life on the Dreamcast. This latest version lets you put yourself up against 5 other online gamers simultaneously. As you'd expect, you can earn money to do up your cars, from suspension tweaks to full-on engine upgrades. There are more than 40 new cars ranging from vintage models through to 70s muscle cars to the latest mad creations from Japan. But in this fiercely competitive market, does it race for the finish or splutter to the pits? Let's find out.
Right, so, Si, I mean, this is the 3rd in the series, right? So how does it compare to the first 2?
Right, well, the first game was on the Dreamcast. It was a great game, but nobody really played it. Nobody bought it, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
This game obviously takes it to the next level. The biggest thing about this game, Daz, of course, is that it's online, and that really does make it unique.
Makes me very excited. Have you actually played the online, and how does it play online?
I played the online, and it plays exactly the same as the single-player game. It's very, very slick, but it does play slowly, but it still plays very believably, and the cars handle superbly, yeah.
For me, personally, I mean, it's all good playing against the computer and artificial AI and all the rest of it, but you can't beat playing against real people. Does that make this game a lot more of attraction than most driving games out there at the moment?
Well, I mean, it's got to, hasn't it, Daz?
Yeah.
What you're doing is you can play as a 6-car race. So you're playing against 5 people from all over the country. And the thing is, it doesn't matter how good a computer AI, you know what I mean? Exactly. It doesn't matter how good it is.
Yeah.
When you're playing against someone else, it's always going to be better.
Exactly, because they make real-life mistakes, real-life driving. Yeah.
And you can chat to them, you know, and you can have banter with them. So you can be doing 90 miles an hour around a corner, see the guy in front of you, and actually be talking to him through your Xbox Live headset, which is pretty cool. It does handle a little bit slowly. Again, it's a little bit sloppy. The controls aren't very arcadey. It's got quite a nice mix between arcade and sim, but it's not the best driving game as a single player.
Absolutely. Well, we've got our gamer over here. Now, Chris, welcome to Gamezville, mate.
Hi.
How do you think this compares to the daddy of all driving games, which is Gran Turismo?
I think it handles a bit stiff. Pretty tricky to get used to the controls, but other than that, it's a really great game.
Yeah? Do you like the fact that they've allowed it to be online as well, so you can play against your
yeah,
friends?
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and would it encourage you to get the game?
Yeah, I think I probably will.
Brilliant stuff. All right, so Simon, you know, what about depth of gameplay? Tell me a little bit about that.
Right, well, what I love about this car is it's got lots and lots of vintage cars, which I love.
Yeah.
And the actual depth of gameplay is huge because you can customise quite similar to GT3.
Yeah.
They've obviously picked up a lot of hints from GT3.
Yeah.
Graphically, though, it's a little bit disappointing as well.
All right, so lastly, I'm going to ask you for a G rating, Si.
If this game wasn't online, it would scrape 3 Gs. Because it's online, it does get a good 4 Gs.
Absolutely. Well, if you love your racing games online, this is probably your best bet. So Sega GT Online gets a bank busting 4 Gs. What do you reckon, Jay?
Yeah, I like it. I'm hearing a lot of the word online coming from this section of the studio. Well, speaking of which, now it's time to meet a guy who's probably playing online as we speak. It's the one and only Games Guru.
Boys, I see you have come crawling back to the Guru. That can only mean one thing. Someone needs me. John Mullet needs me. He writes, Guru, do you have any cheats for Sega GT on the Xbox? Sega GT. I have something. Not so much a cheat, more of a glitch. A little malfunctioning in the program. Would you like to hear it? Listen up. When you buy new car parts, if you have exactly the same amount of money as the car part is worth, you can buy your car part and keep the money. You can have your car part and eat it. Where do I get my wisdom from? Sometimes I amaze myself. Next.
Good. How do you get older? bonuses and medals in Medal of Honor Frontline on the GameCube without fighting the battles.
If you want the medal, Dayad, you've got to work for them. Do you think I was born with infinite knowledge? Actually, yes, I was. Very well, here is your cheat. At the Enigma machine, type Balawax. Uppercase. No space. Everything you asked for is yours, Zayad. Although whether you deserve them is a different matter.
Jay, I heard the guru failed his driving test 5 times.
No way!
Yeah, he never used his hands. Well, if you want to contact Guru, send your emails to guru@gamezville.tv.
In case you catch that, Guru, that's the man upstairs, he's just up there. It's guru@gamezville.tv. And for all you UK digital satellite viewers out there, if you've been silly enough to miss this man's hints, cheats or tips, you can get him back very easily. Simply pick up your remote control and press your red button.
Now, Jay, I've got to ask you, mate, are you still getting over your experience from the track day?
Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. Well, PC heads, listen up very closely because we have got the brand new title, Need for Speed Underground, coming to a PC near you, and we're going to be showing it in part 2. So don't go anywhere unless you're crazy. It's happening right here on Gamezville.
On this island, temptation pushed Damien and Anna to the edge, drove Nicole and Tommy wild with jealousy, fueled Billy and Mandy's outrageous behavior, inflamed Sam's and Richard's raunchy antics, and taught Shannon and John to live to love another day. All new island, all new series. Can our 4 new couples resist temptation? Can you resist watching? All new Temptation Island, 9 o'clock this Sky One Sunday.
My brother's about to leave. Pam, fetch the presents.
Oh. They're in the West Wing.
When Christmas depends on it, use the Argos Ring and Reserve service to make sure your gifts are at the store when you arrive.
Merry Christmas, bro. Spent hours choosing them. Snowing in the West Wing, was it?
A little.
Are you struggling every month to make ends meet, with more money going out than coming in? If your financial situation seems impossible, talk to us, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. DCM Apex can help you get out of debt. Our counsellors are not financial advisors or salespeople. They're men and women just like you who have experienced financial problems and have found the solution. They understand, they care, and they will advise you in strict confidence how your problems can be solved. Our aim is to get you out of debt within 60 months. This is not an IVA, not another loan, but a real solution to your financial problems. Phone 0845 12 00 662 now and get your finances on the right track.
Jane was dead impressed. The apartment was surprisingly secluded. So secluded, even the cleaner couldn't find it. Good job I packed the new flash degreaser with extracts of orange peel. It cuts through grease on contact. Better than other orange sprays. There was great mirth when we realised our apartment was next door. Oh, how we laughed. Flash Ultimate Orange does the hard work, so you don't have to.
Being a member of the AA is a bit like having a fully trained mechanic with you 24 hours a day. A huge set of tools. Spares. A tow, just in case. And satellite technology, so you can always be found. But of course, all you really need to carry is this. Call 0800 444 999 now to join, and you could get a free £10 Marks & Spencer's voucher. Just ask. Always wait for him to make the first move. Hugo Deep Red, for women only. Your fragrance, your rules.
Norwich Union Direct? I've got a 3-bedroomed house and I'd like to quote me happy. Like that nice young man on the telly. That's right. Quote me happy. Shower me with happiness. That little? That's amazing. Hey, this quote me happy stuff really works, doesn't it?
Let Norwich Union Direct put a smile on your face. Call 0800 828 829 and let us quote you happy.
Right now, at Argos, there are some great Christmas deals. Buy this T-Mobile Samsung S300 and get this Samsung DVD player free.
The Saturday movie premiere with share-size Coca-Cola.
When the weather turns chilly, it's time to head south.
You're an embarrassment to nature. Do you know that?
You have beautiful eyes.
Ice Age, Saturday at 6 and 7 on Sky Movies.
Gamezville coming up on this show. It is out on your GBA and all formats. I'm talking about the brand new Need for Speed game, and we've got it on your PC a little later in the show.
Yep, I can't wait for that, Daz. And I'll tell you something else. We'll be checking in with Sarah from the G team, who has got some fantastic driving games for you. And get this, they're free. Woo. Free, Jay. Can you believe it? But right now, it is time for round 2 of our face-off! And today, we are playing Burnout 2, Point of Impact on the PS2. Now, if you missed round 1, shame on you. You really did miss a cracker. But don't worry, because round 2's here, and I'll tell you what, my mate Jack over here is looking very, very good. Now, Jack, how you doing?
I'm alright.
No, you're not nervous, are you?
No, I'm not nervous.
You know, you stole round 1 in the nick of time, so more of the same in round 2?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice one, mate. Can't wait. Jack's ready, Daz.
All right, we've got Tony over here now. Tony, Jack did feed your dog chocolates and made it sick all over your living room floor. Now, that's just not on, is it?
No, he won't do it again when I beat him.
Absolutely, mate. Well, we're going to see if you can beat him in this second round. And basically, you've really got to pull it back, or he is today's face-off champion, and we don't want that. Right, after the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, let the games begin! Right, so we've got Tony, who's racing on the bottom screen, and we got my boy Jack on the top screen. Now, Jack, if he wins this one, he will be today's face-off champion. That's right, and just a reminder of the rules, Jamie, this is a 2-minute race, and the one who is ahead after the end of 2 minutes, quite simply, is the race winner.
Absolutely, Daz. But Daz, I mean, how do you think this compares to other driving games, mate?
Well, it's completely different because you're constantly concentrating all the time on everything around you. I mean, you know, you've just got to keep your wits about you, else that's it. The moment you lose concentration, you crash.
Definitely, mate, definitely.
Now, there are 32 circuits in this game and 14 vehicles with 7 unlockables. If you can say, yeah.
So you've got like 21 available pounds.
Absolutely.
Nice.
It's all about dodging the traffic. And you can... And they both had a little bit of a mishap there. Both players
crashing at the same place. Now let's get a time check. Bam.
50 seconds left. 50 seconds.
50 seconds left. Jack, do you want to be the face-off champion, mate? This is where it is now. Nice one, Jack. Good man. Now Tommy's just crashed and Jack has taken the lead.
We've only got 15 seconds left.
15 seconds, Jack. You can do this, mate.
Whatever you do, Jack, don't crash. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is how you do it. I mean, you know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking at our gamer. There is not a bead of sweat on his head. He's completely dry. I bet he's got dry palms as well. I don't know how he handles the pressure, but you know what? He is today's face-off champion. And I know he's going to be good for round 3.
Absolutely.
Indeed, Daz. I'm telling you, mate. Good game
Well,
here.
you can't take anything away from Jack because he is today's face-off champion. But Tony, mate, you are playing for pride in that third and final round. I mean, you must be sick as a dog.
Gutted.
Yeah? Absolutely. What went wrong?
I had it, both rounds I had it all the way through and then just come through at the last minute.
Yeah.
Just beat me.
Just stole it from you.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Tone. Don't worry, mate, because we want to see the best from you in round 3. But right, it's time to see the best of Gamezville because it's time to check in with our G team. sorry, mate. I'm in a real racing mood
Pulled
today.
into the pits, have we?
Yeah, we have, mate. Now, what have you got for me? You better have some good gaming news, mate.
Yeah, I have. I've got some new news about Polyphony Digital. They're the company that are making Gran Turismo 4, maybe other titles as well. They're going to be making a standalone motorbike game.
Okay, tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, there was some rumour that motorbikes were going to be in GT4, but people that saw that when they went down for press, they actually saw them working on a new game.
Tell me a little bit about this game.
Well, this is going to be a lot more arcadey. It's not really a simulation. It's going to have all the bikes you expect, really, all the super bikes, over 100 in fact.
Wow.
They're really going to town on the models, making them as good as they possibly can.
So they've got all the licensing sorted out and
all
everything?
the licensing, yeah, you've got all your favourite bikes. There's very little else about it really at the moment because it's really early days, but there definitely isn't going to be bikes in GT4. It's a new arcadey game. Should be out around here Christmas 2005, so we've got quite a wait on it.
Well, if you're into bikes, I can tell you a game that you can go and look at before this game that Matt's talking about comes out, and that is Riding Spirits. Basically, it's the GT of bikes. Check it out. Nice one, Matt. How you doing, Si? You all right, mate?
Yeah, very good. That's very good.
What you got for me?
Oh, there's some interesting news. There's a brand new smartphone just out from Sony, and it's called the P900. And what it is, it incorporates graphics that are almost as good as the PlayStation.
Does that mean it's good?
Well, it must be pretty good. I mean, I haven't seen the phone yet, but it sounds pretty good. It's got 65,000 colours. But the thing that pertains to this driving special is this phone is going to be included with V-Rally 2.
Oh, V-Rally 2. Now, I'll tell you what, we're looking at V-Rally 3 a little bit later in the show, but V-Rally 2, can't forget how good that game is.
Good game, really good game.
Brilliant stuff. So that's coming to the mobile phone.
That's right, yeah.
Well, V-Rally fans, have a look at that one. Now, usually I would be throwing to Jamie right now, but I've got one extra special item for you. That's why we've got GT member Simon. Simon, I am biting at the bit. Tell me what you've got for me.
I have got a present for you, Dazzler, specifically for you.
Yeah.
I've been scouring the net and I've found, you ready for this?
Go on.
I'm going to press play now.
Go on.
GT4 rolling footage.
But that's not a computer game, Si. That's real life. You just showed me
Doesn't it
there.
look amazing? That the rally stage, that's a Subaru Impreza going on there. But look at the graphics. Look at the smoke coming out of the tyres.
Absolutely beautiful.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
That does look fantastic. So, I mean, Si, when is this going to come out? Because I've been waiting for a year and a day for this.
Yeah, the nightmare is it's just been delayed again. You know how I like to say that. Looking like March 2004 now. But I tell you what, I'm absolutely counting the days, especially looking at this.
Cheers, Simon. Now, Jamie, you can have a go.
Cheers, Daz. I have to say that does look truly amazing. Right, now, as you know, people, today is a driving special here at Gamezville, and we have got some very special driving free downloadables for you. And not only that, we've got a freebie specialist to give them to you. Her name is Sarah. Let's check in with her. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, it is a driving special today, isn't it, Sarah? So,
It
I mean,
is.
what
Two
have you got for
really
me?
lovely driving freebies. This first one is called Tiny Cars 2, and it features tiny cars.
They are
And
pretty
it's a
tiny.
sequel to Tiny Cars. And it's a top-down view of an arcade-style game, and you race these tiny little cars around on the tracks. And as it's a demo of a full game that you can buy, you can't access everything in the game, but you can access 2 cars, and you've got 5 or 6 tracks that you can play on.
So it's still
really
got a
good fun.
lot of stuff to get involved with.
Yeah, you've got to stop the other cars from winning. So you've got all these weapons. So
yeah.
you've got oil slicks,
Nice.
and like speed boosts. You've got little shields and little cannonballs that you can fire at the other cars to get them off the road and
Oh, I
stuff,
like
so that
that.
you can beat them.
How do you
It's
control
good fun. Cursors, easy to control.
Easy to control, yeah.
Now this next one is far more exciting
This
to look
looks
at.
quite
The
rather
graphics
special,
are absolutely
Sarah.
amazing. This is Ford Racing 2, and it's a 3D driving sim that's coming out. So this is a demo of a game that's coming out, and
It's
it's
out yet?
lovely. Yes, it's really nice to play. The graphics, like I said, are absolutely amazing. You can get to drive 2 different races. You've got the concept car race, so all very, very stylish,
Right.
and you can drive one of their concept cars around, or you can do an off-road one and drive this van.
I mean, how do you control this one? Is this cursors as well?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
but I mean, you can plug in your wheel if you want. There's that option,
Oh,
so
yeah?
you can drive if you want. Yeah.
Nice one. And is this one of your own, or was this suggested by anyone?
This was one of my own. This one I
well.
found, but the last one I didn't tell you. The last one was a suggestion by Mark King.
Nice one, Mark. Now, guys, take Mark's example. We want to know about your free downloadables. Well, a massive thank you as always, Sarah. Right, moving from freebies to messages. We're always telling you to message the show, and I'm glad to say that loads of you have. And Lucy has got some she's going to read out right now. Take it away, Luce.
Well, Luce, what you got for us?
Right, well, I've got 2 emails. The first one's for you, Daz, actually. It's coming from Peter Thompson from Ayr in Scotland, and he says, we know you're into Gran Turismo, but what are your favourite cars to drive?
Well, it's a case of different horses for different courses in this one, Peter, because, well, there's so many different cars in Gran Turismo. There's literally hundreds. Now, if you're talking about a rally car, Simon from the G team, his favourite is probably going to be the Evo 6, and he's pretty lethal with it. He always beats me on rally, and I hate him for it. Now, I've got to say that if you're talking about tarmac, then my favourite has got to be the Toyota GT1, because it's an all-round car, and at the end of the day, it can go with the best of them. But when you're talking about the ultimate ultimate cars in GT, you can't beat the good old F1 Formula Racing cars because they simply blow the rest of the competition away. Hope that answers your question, mate. So what about the second email, Luce?
Well, this is for Jamie. It's from Alistair Dennis in Manchester, and he says, do you prefer steering wheels to joypads when you're playing racing games?
Very good question, Alistair, I have to say. Basically, this is a hard one.
It is a hard
one. Right, first of all, I'd have to say it's easier with a joypad. I think everyone will agree with me. I mean, you've got no pedals for a start. There's a lot less to worry about. And I mean, you've got it all right here. But if you want the ultimate in realism, if you want to feel like you're really driving your car, get the most out of your driving game, you have to get a wheel. He's got a wheel, I've got a wheel, we set them up right next to each other, 2 TV screens, and I mean, there's just no better way to get the most realistic feel, especially with, I mean, the games that they've got on the market nowadays, they work so well with wheels, so I'd have to say I prefer the wheel.
Absolutely, definitely, Jay. Well, what can I say? PC heads, I've got something very special for you because the hottest title, the hottest racing title, in fact, this year has come out, and it's Need for Speed Underground, and there was only one place to review it, the racetrack. Check this out. We're here at Thruxton Race Circuit, the fastest racing circuit in the UK, for the launch of EA's brand new title, Need for Speed Underground. Now this game features thrills, spills, and above all, speed. Don't believe me? Want to see some action? Jamie, take it away.
And we're off. Now this is Need for Speed Underground, which is actually the 6th in the series, and this one is set at night, so it really is dark and dangerous. In a quest to be past the post, and I'm actually tearing around Thruxton as I'm saying this, so you're gonna have to bear with me, people. Let's talk some facts though. You've basically got 20 fully customizable licensed cars, including Subaru, Toyota, and what I'm in now, a Mitsubishi, and it is very, very fast, believe me. There are hundreds of ways to customize your ride with aftermarket parts, including body kits, engine upgrades, and nitros. I'm approaching a left-hander, so bear with me, people. There are 70 million combinations, different ways to set up your car. And you know what, people? I feel the need for speed.
That has got me so excited. This is Need for Speed Underground. It is all about speed in this game. This is the 6th in the title, but it's the 2nd on the PS2, and we're looking at the PC version. And let me tell you something, it does not disappoint. Jamie, the game plays like a dream.
The game does play like, as a matter of fact, no, I am awake. Right, but basically, as you can see, me and Dal are playing on the wheel. Now, we're actually playing the PC version, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like driving PCs. They don't transfer well. But with this one, you have to tear up the rule book. This is fantastic. This is so realistic. This is actually the best driving game I've ever played on a wheel. Now, graphics, they are absolutely breathtaking. I mean, this game is set at night, which is one of the features I really do like about this. There's no daytime racing in this. This is all dark and dangerous.
It's gritty.
It's very gritty, Dal. Good word. And I mean, you've got reflections on the back of your car. You've got reflections on the streets. It's attention to detail. Nothing is spared.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Because let me tell you something. The drag race mode. I thought the drag race mode was going to be a straight line race, absolutely boring, but they have made it unbelievable. They've made it so you've got to avoid obstacles, you've got jumps to tackle, and it is just, it's just brilliant. I just love it.
Yeah, you've got career modes where you can customize your own driver, customize your own car. You've got all that realism in here, but it's got a perfect mix between being a simulation-based game and an arcade game. The mix is perfect. Now, Dal, is there anything you don't like?
One thing that I think that the developers could have done, which they totally missed out on, is replay value. Now, any good driving game, in my opinion, has a very good replay. Unfortunately, there isn't replays as such. There are cutscenes, like when you do certain tricks or jumps, they do a cutscene to a replay, but I would like to see me power sliding. I'd like to see me overtaking other cars. You know, just sit back, have a cup of tea and watch my replay. That's what a replay's for.
You did touch on the cutscenes there. Yeah. What that actually means, you're driving on the street, you have a crash, and it actually cuts to a cutscene. So you can see your crash in a third-person view. The only thing I don't really like, which I can't be too harsh on it because this is the same with all driving games, is there was a little bit of a frame slowdown on the PC, which I was quite surprised about. But other than that, you know what, Dal? I've got one thing to say, mate. 5 Gs.
I echo that. 5 Gs for Need for Speed Underground on every single platform available. And let me tell you something, it's coming to your GBA soon, so handheld gamers, don't be jealous.
Get ready.
all been waiting for, because it is the third and final round of our face-off, and now we're going to find out if there's going to be a whitewash or if Tony is going to save his pride. Now, Tony, I've got to say, mate, you lost the first 2 rounds. The third and final round is all about saving face. This is a face-off. What are we going to see from you, my friend?
Just going to do what I did last round, but I'm just not going to give it away in the last little bit.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely. You know what? I'm gutted for you today because you have raced incredibly well. You don't deserve to be 2-0 down.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree, but you snooze, you lose, right, Jack? You snooze, you lose in this game. This is Fast and Furious. You pipped him to the post. You gave him a jack attack. And I mean, more of the same in round 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? You ready, mate?
Yeah.
And first of all, can you just look in the camera and give me a battle cry? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, well,
He's
we
ready,
are playing, he looks ready. We are playing Burnout 2 Point of Impact, and this is a 2-minute timed round. After the count of 3, guys, pick up your pads. 3, 2, 1, let the games begin! All right, so, Tony is on the bottom screen. Jack is on the top, and I think Jack's going to dish out another jack attack. Come on, Tony, you can do it in this round, mate. Come on, Tony.
Now, Jack is staying quite cool at the moment.
That's right.
He's actually, I don't think collision there from Jack.
Jack caused that collision, didn't he? And Tony got involved. Come on, Tony.
That's the thing about this game, guys. You have to try and plan your own route.
You do. You can't stick to someone else's.
Yeah, because if they crash,
you crash.
You're going right in the back of them, right?
Oh, Tony, that's class. Come on, matey. Matt, time, please. 1 minute 20 left. 1 minute 20, guys. All to play for. Come on, Tony. Really put it down now, Tony.
And Jack is in a spot above us.
He's just crashed, Tony. You're looking very good, mate.
Jack is actually in 4th position at the moment. But it's still all to play for. Can we get a time check?
Yeah, 1 minute left.
1 minute left, guys. Halfway points. This is it.
Jack's under serious pressure. He's under serious pressure at the moment. He can't see Tony in sight. Tony's left him.
And
Tony's written out. I love it. This is what Tony should have done.
Right, Jack, this is your chance to get back in the race now.
Just get it done.
Keep calm. Nearly got you.
Come on, Tony.
Really nearly got stuck.
Take your time, Tony.
There you go, matey.
That's it.
There you go.
It's crashed again, mate. That's it. This race is yours, Tony.
Time, Matt. 20 seconds
20
to go.
seconds left,
20
Tony.
seconds.
20 seconds left, mate. This is your round, Tony. This is your round.
Not yet, mate.
Yes, it is, mate. Yes, it is.
Come on now, Jack.
Come on, Tony.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, that is what I call saving your pride, mate. How does that feel?
Wicked.
Brilliant, yeah?
Yep.
Now, pretty unlucky to lose the first 2 rounds, but you did bring it back for the third and final round. You're not today's face-off champion, but give this guy a cheer for his pride!
Now let's meet today's face-off champion. It's Jack. Jack, you did very, very well. You won 2 rounds to 1 on Burnout 2 Point of Impact. And this is your official winner certificate, my friend. But we don't want to give it to you like this because I don't know about you. I think it looks a bit plain. We want an elite stamp there. But you've got to earn it, mate. You've got to take on Daz in a face-off on the same game. So how do you feel about that?
I'm going to freshen.
Yeah? You know, we've got a driving specialist here, so I mean, you know, but obviously you're confident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, I don't know if you'll thrash him, I don't know if he'll thrash you, I don't know. It's going to be a very good race. But I'll tell you what, I think my game is ready. Now, I'll tell you what, now it's time to meet someone who is definitely a little bit burnt out. It's the one and only Games Guru.
What? What do you want? Why do you keep bothering me? I see. Knowledge. Guru, I'm stuck on Headhunter on the Dreamcast. Have you got any cheats? Please. James. James, you are stuck on the Dreamcast. You have been stuck for some time. I must assist. Let me think back that far. Accessing memory banks. I have just the thing. Pick a level where there is a lift with a gate-style door. Now open that lift by pressing A and crouching with the left trigger. You will now be able to walk through any wall on that stage. Enjoy. Next.
Guru, how do I get more realistic handling on Toca Race Drive than for the PS2?
You are finding it a little arcadey, Sean. My. you do like your driving realistic, don't you? How can I make it more a simulation? Oh, you are in for a treat. On the bonus screen, enter Sim. Sim. Simplicity. The pure and simple simplicity.
2 more minutes now, I reckon I'll have this time, mate.
Jay, I'm almost done, mate. I'm almost done. Oh, hello.
Guru, well, I tell you what, mate, you drive me crazy. And if the man upstairs drives you crazy, you want a piece of his gaming information, you know where to send your emails. It's guru@gamezville.tv.
That's right, guys. It's as simple as that. It's guru@gamezville.tv. Now, F1 fans, listen up very closely. Don't go anywhere, because we have got a great clash of the titles for you today. EA's F1 Career Challenge is going head-to-head.
Or steering wheel to steering wheel with Sony's F1 2003. Told you it was going to be a big one.
That's right, F1 is unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen, so stay tuned.
This is Brainiac, the science show where we lob chemicals around and then run like hell. We at Brainiac are in search of fact. How to make perfect toast the lazy man's way. We ask which food produces the system. And can Brainiac boffin John Tickle walk on custard?
All new Brainiac Science Abuse, Thursday, 8 o'clock, Sky 1.
Fairy godmother for sea view with a jacuzzi.
Shouldn't you be at home granting wishes for Christmas?
No need. There's all the gifts you could wish for at Asda. This lot are under £5 each. And loads of chart DVDs for under £15 each. And sackloads of George stuff for under £10 each.
So you get a holiday?
Well, the cool place of it with the wings. All the low prices you could wish for. That's Asda price.
It's amazing what saving with Park can do.
It's a kind of magic.
And with such wonderful gifts for everyone, you can just knowing that everything you need for a really magical Christmas 2004 is already paid for. Choose from a huge selection of fine food and drinks. Or why not try the fabulous High Street gift voucher? Welcome to Boots, Iceland, Argos, Woolworths, JJB Sports, Wilkinson's and many more top stores. For your free Park catalogue, call 0800 426 426.
Norwich Union Direct. Yeah, I'll do about 10,000 miles and I want you to quote me happy. I want to feel that happiness warm me like the sun. Quote me happy. Bring it on.
Yes! Yes!
Let Norwich Union Direct put a smile on your face. Call 0800 828 829 and let us quote you happy.
Hello, injury lawyers for you. I've had an accident. Am I entitled to compensation?
That depends entirely on the circumstances, madam. I'd have to investigate what...
Do I have to pay anything up front?
Does she need to sign a credit agreement?
No, definitely not.
Will I receive 100% of the compensation?
Yes.
Injury Lawyers for You make sure all our people give nothing but honest, professional advice on your personal injury claim. Call our team direct on 0845 345 4444 for a no loan, no credit, no catch service.
Nice tie.
Hugo Deep Red, for women only. Your fragrance, your rules.
Do you find it a balancing act managing all those credit cards, store cards, bank loans, hire purchase and other payments? Do you feel as though you're walking a tightrope and may fall off at any time? Well, Norton Finance could offer you a safety net, helping you to make a fresh start by reducing all your outgoings into one affordable monthly payment. For example, if a loan of £20,000 could pay off your existing credit, you would pay just £172 per month. And you could also have extra cash to spend exactly as you wish. With one payment per month, you will find it much easier to manage. Whatever your circumstances, call us now. You could borrow any amount up to £100,000 for any purpose. So if you're a homeowner, don't slip up. Call Norton Finance now on 0800 043 1020. That's 0800 043 1020. Lines are open 24 hours a day.
It's a Save a little each week with Park and make your Christmas truly magical. For a free 2004 catalogue, phone 0800 426 426 now.
Do you argue what to watch on TV this season? Shout and scream round the house when there is no reason. Get an extra box from Sky, don't be such a wally. You can watch 2 things at once and keep the family jolly.
Don't argue about what to watch this Christmas. Get an extra box from Sky for just £99.
Plus installation, dear.
Call 08705 800 876.
And keep the family jolly.
Picard heads off on his holes in the next generation at 5 after Gamezville.
Come here. Welcome back to Gamezville. Now this is part 3, and well, some would say we have saved the best till last because Lucy will be in the mobile pad and she'll be rallying in miniature because she's got V-Rally 3 on your GBA.
Ooh, V-Rally 3 on your GBA sounds good, Jay, but I've got a game which is 8 years old and it's still an arcade hit because we're going to be catching up with Daytona USA. Do you remember playing that one in the arcades?
Yeah.
I always used to beat you at that.
Yeah, I used to come out with rabbit ears as my pockets, mate, every day because of that one. It's a nightmare.
I've got to tell you, mate, right now it is time for our Clash of the Titles. This is where we put 2 games of the same style head to head. Now today I am playing F1 Career Challenge.
And I'm playing Sony's F1 2003. And that's... Allow me to start your destruction, my friend.
Go on, mate, go on.
Because this is F1 2003. Yes, 2003. Your game stops at 2002. Come on, mate. That means you don't get any of the new rules, you don't get the up-to-date drivers, and you don't get the new track modifications.
Well, Jay,
oh dear.
I've got to tell you, mate, instead of copying your game, my game works on originality. You create yourself a new rookie driver and make him a star. Now, this game is all about the best of both worlds. It's a fun racing sim with a fantastic sense of speed and excellent controls.
Well, I'll tell you something, Dal. Sony own the exclusive rights to the F1 brand. Now, in a deal with the FIA, that means they get the right tracks, the right drivers, and the right cars. People talk about AI. I'd like to talk about AI because in this game, the real-life personalities of the drivers are taken into consideration when creating the computer characters. They crack under pressure, just like the real thing.
The graphics in this game are superb, with TV-style views showing your driver's helmet reflections, realistic crash damage, excellent weather effects with rain hitting the virtual camera lens. Also, motion blur and working mirrors add to an already great game. What can I say, Jay? This game is fantastic in my view.
Well, I've heard what you've got to say, mate, but there's only one opinion that really matters here at Gamezville. It's the one and only G-Team.
Well, these are 2 very good games, especially if you like driving. There's no room for arcadey styles here. This is all about sim action. Now, Career Challenge is very good, but F1 2003, because it has all the right courses and tracks and it's more up to date, F1 2003 wins it.
Yeah! It's official. It's official. Today, Dal, are we Clash of the Titles, mate?
Well, if you're an F1 driver and you love F1 games, both of these games are great. But, Jay, I'll give that one to you, no doubt. Now get yourself over to the mobile pad.
Good idea.
Give me a car. I need a car. Have you got a car, Jay?
It's all right, Dal. It's all right, mate. It's all right. We're in the mobile pad. This is where we chill out and take things easy.
No, but I need a car.
No,
I've got a wheel, but no car.
Yeah, I know. Well, guys, while he calms down, let me tell you where we are. We're relaxing in the mobile pad with the one and only Lucy. And you've got a brilliant game for us today on the GBA.
I do.
Have you got a car?
He's scaring me now.
He is.
Have you got a car on that
game? Yeah, I do. Play.
Give me the car.
V-Rally Cross 3 on the GBA. It's fantastic. Now, the reason why I've chosen this game is because I think it's truly one of the best looking games I've ever seen on the GBA. Its 3D engine
100%.
runs so smoothly, and not only that, it plays really well. You've got 4 different modes of play. You've got Rallycross, or you've got the V-Rally mode, or multiplayer, or time trials. So you've got your 7 different locations to race in: Finland, Sweden, France, Great Britain, and they all have different weather and road surfaces. So you've got to customise your car to actually be able to drive on those surfaces well.
Okay. So like changing your tyres and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very nice as well.
You can do everything that you can do in the console version, as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
pretty much. It's not like
fall that much short.
It's very similar to V-Rally on the PS1. It's great fun.
So, Luz, lastly, I'm going to ask you for a G rating for this game.
Right. Well, not only does it look amazing, it's great fun to play, and it's my favourite game, so it's going to get 5 Gs.
Very decent. Well, you've heard it from Lucy the expert. V-Rally 3 on your GBA gets a very, very good 5 Gs.
That's indeed. Now, have you calmed down?
Yeah, I need a car, though.
You still going on about cars?
Yeah, I do. I need a car.
Well, I haven't got a car for you, mate, but I've got Matt from the G team who's got some serious retro gaming. Is that all right?
Has he got a car? So where's your car?
At home. Yeah, there.
Giz keys.
No, they're not with me today because it's at home. I don't need it.
Oh, Matt! All right, anyway, and we're looking favourite old arcade racing flat because it's Toner USA. Now, Matt, I've got to say, all I remember down playing against 8 other people, 7 you thing and challenging them to a good old-fashioned race.
That's right. You'd actually play against 7 because you'd be one of the 8.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really good. And it was just going around that track.
Yeah.
And it was just power sliding around, get around as quick as you can. And of course, the catch-up on it made it really difficult because people at the back could always come to the front and challenge you at the last second.
It's true because I always used to be the one in last and always used to come back to win.
You used to sit at the back and just wait, did you? Wait until the end and ride him off the track.
No, I mean, you know, this game for me was really ahead of its time. Graphically, I think it was absolutely brilliant. But what it was really all about was that the fact you could just get in the car. You didn't have to have a great amount of driving knowledge. You could just get in and play because it was so easy to control.
And the steering wheel as well had all the full speed back on it. So you could feel every bump in the road, every bang, and the car damage as well, of course. You know, you get flipped off, you get hit against the wall, you flip up, and you just end up going, just juddering along the road with the wheel sticking out. Absolutely brilliant. Also loads of secrets in it as well. I don't know if you knew about it.
No, I don't actually.
If you enter HO as your name, you could play the hang-on music, VR the virtual racing music, and if you went through past the start line on every lap, you had the fruit machine at the top.
Yeah.
If you hit the start button and those 3 things lined up, you got an extra credit.
Now, I mean, you know, do you think this game influenced a lot of driving games out there at the moment?
Loads, absolutely. It was remade for the Dreamcast and it was on the PC as well.
Fantastic. So one of your favourites?
Definitely.
All right, nice one, Matt. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Dad.
Brilliant stuff. Well, now it's time for a pit stop, and there's only one guy who we got to check in with right now because it's time to see our very own Games Guru.
Ask the Guru. Many wish to ask the Guru. Only the chosen few succeed. Who will get lucky today? Steve Fox gets lucky. Dear Great One, I've heard that Max Payne is going to be made into a film. Is this true? Steve, I have indeed heard the same rumors. There was in fact a press release back in 2001 about a possible film, maybe even a TV series. But since then there has been precious little else. However, there is a sequel to the Max Payne game, The Fall of Max Payne. My guess is that it is highly likely that there will be a movie based on the life of the wayward cop. Keep them peeled. Next. Tom Kent writes, Guru, will there ever be a game where you can get in a car and then drive to work and then come home again? Sorry, Tom, nodded off there. Let me get this straight. You want a simulation of someone's mundane, everyday life. I fear for you, Tom. What's next? You're gonna give up gaming and start stamp collecting? Or even worse, playing cricket? Tom, it's not too late. I prescribe you a course of Wipeout Fusion. Play twice a day for 1 week. That should put some life back into you.
For. Now let me tell you something, people. We get a lot of good gamers here in Gamezville, but we don't get many elite gamers because that has to be earned, and that's what we're about to do. It's time to earn those stamps. Now we do have a champion today. His name is Jack. He's standing right there. He is today's face-off champion, but right now he's going for that elite stamp, so he's head-to-head with Daz. Can Jack do it? We're just about to find out. Right, guys, get your pads in your hands because I'm ready to start this. First of all, audience, are we ready? Yeah! Woo. More than ready. Right, let's start this off then. It's 3, it's 2, it's 1. Let the games begin. So to let everyone know who's who, we've got Jack on the top screen, and we've got Daz on the bottom screen. And well, Daz has just had a little collision there, and Jack is looking good. crucial in this race. He's in the lead at the moment. He's actually in second position, but the only guy that's beating him is a computer-controlled character, so we won't worry about that. He's beating Daz. Come on now, Daz, keep it nice and smooth. Daz, you've nearly got your boost, and Jack has just crashed. This is your chance to get back in, mate. Well done. Time check now.
No, we've got 35 seconds left.
We've got 35 seconds left, and I'm losing my voice. It is absolutely tense here. And Daz is actually gaining on Jack. Time check, please, now.
Yeah, we've only got 25 seconds left.
25 seconds left. It's pandemonium here at Gamezville. I can't hear myself speak, let alone speak. Right. So that's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your pants down, because we have a result. Now, you know what? I built this one up, I really did, and rightly so, because I tell you what, to get an elite stamp on this game is no mean feat. But Jack, you excelled yourself, mate. I've got to say, not only are you today's face-off champion, but you are today's elite face-off champion. Give him a round of applause. That's you, my man. I just want to shake your hand. Fantastic gaming. Give all those people at home a few words of, how you came and did this today.
I just took him out at the start.
Yeah?
Overtook him.
Now, what does it take to be a face-off elite champion?
Just
apart from hard
gaming.
work, dedication, and hours of gaming.
Good gaming.
Nice one. That's what happened, mate. What happened?
Well, as you know,
got your driving suit on.
I love this game, but you've got to go for it, which I did. And if you do go for it, you've got to make sure you don't crash, which I didn't do, I'm afraid. I crashed about 3 times, as you can see. But it's still one of my favourite games, and word of advice, if you are going to burn out, make sure that there's no traffic in your way.
Well, I tell you what, mate, you're always a winner. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for here at Gamezville today. But for all you UK digital satellite viewers out there, the fun does not have to stop. By simply picking up your remote control and press your red button, this is what you can do. You can message us at the show. Now, this will cost you 25p, so do remember to get permission from the bill payer first. You can also get the gurus, hints, cheats, and tips. Yes, that's that guy just up there. There's his lair, just there, and that's absolutely free. And also, last but not least, you can also get gaming, just simply by pressing that red button. So there you have it. But you know what, guys, like I said, that is all we've got time for. But if you want the best in hardcore gaming action, there's only one place to come, and that's right here on Gamezville!
And now for your next challenge. Hit red on your Sky remote and try our quiz about Sky One shows for a chance to win a £1,000 Christmas shopping bonanza. Be quick though, because the next generation is on next.
Artificial intelligence.
Well, we're trying to create a new consciousness.
You're talking about building a consciousness. I'm trying to import one.
Artificial malevolence.
Lose the body and you lose the humanity. Destroy the container and you destroy the soul.
I am everything that you have ever dreamed of being and more.
Virtual obsession. Monday concluding Tuesday at 9. Sky One.
The big Hot Wheels event at Toys R Us. Hot Wheels G-Force track set, half price. Save £10 on Hot Wheels auto assembly. Buy 2 Hot Wheels cars and get a 3rd free. Plus, get your own Hot Wheels Air Race Hockey worth $14.99 free when you spend £40 or more on any Hot Wheels products, and even more Hot Wheels offers at Toys R Us, 64 stores nationwide.
At the Cooperative Bank, our typical loan rate is now just 6.9% APR, so you can afford to dream a little, whatever your flight of fancy, with £2,000 to £25,000 to spend on anything you want, from plans to practically anything, at home or abroad. So if you're a homeowner or hold a credit or debit card, for dreams big or small, choose a Cooperative Bank low-rate loan. Call 0800 90 50 90 or apply online at dreamloan.co.uk. What will you use yours for?
You're coming round? Great.
Aerial tablets now have a new quick wash action for brilliant results even on a quick wash cycle. so you can stay in control of your laundry, if nothing else. Tablets you can use on the quick wash. Ariel, that's another load off your mind.
At AOL, we make getting broadband easy. We take care of everything, and we'll even deliver straight to your door. And now, we're giving you even more. As well as your free modem, you'll get DVDs, a CD, and a money-off magazine voucher, and all at no extra cost. For our amazing broadband in a box offer, call 0800 331 6666. AOL, what happens is in your hands.
Jane and Mary have known each other since school, but there's a big difference between them. Jane phones with Tele2, so when she calls Mary during the daytime, she only pays 2.5 pence per minute for her national call. Mary Telecom, so when she calls Jane, she pays 7.9 pence for her call. That's 3 times more. Who do you think was always better at maths? Call Tele2 free on 0800 279 5454. Tele2, why pay more?
Fairy godmother for sea view with a jacuzzi.
Shouldn't you be at home granting wishes for Christmas?
No need. There's hot TV for under £15 each. And sackloads of George stuff for under £10 each.
So you get a holiday.
Well, the cool place of it with the wings. All the low prices you could wish for. That's Asda price.
You've just renewed your car insurance. But did you really get a great... Did you ask the AA for a quote, for example? After all, the AA promised to find you the cheapest possible quote they can from one of their panel of recommended insurers. Call 0800 444 777 for a great deal from the AA, Britain's biggest car insurance broker. Just ask.
Johnny English.
He's an insult to British intelligence.
The dull incompetence of the criminal mind can never hope to match our level of technical expertise.
He might be a fool, but he's a fool who keeps showing up.
Eliminate him.
Johnny, be careful.
I'm always careful.
John Malkovich and Natalie Imbruglia.
You are full of surprises.
Rowan Atkinson is Johnny